Hello and welcome, one and all. We're here at the Sydney Cricket Ground. You join us for this 2020 match between the Bangalore Crowns and Gujarat. I'm Adam Gilchrist, and with me in commentary today is Michael Atherton, Mel Jones, and the one and only Ali Mitchell.
Thanks for such a warm introduction. I'm sure... The right call here, I'd say.
These two teams always produce some great games as we see some of the key players come out onto the ground. It's a fantastic crowd in today. It's an evenly poised matchup. Let's see what happens first ball. Smacks that away through the gap.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. A roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Cuts that off well in the infield. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Edge, but it drops safely. End of the over, 10 runs from it. The Crowns are 10 for none.
End of the first and an exceptional start. Some big shots early on. Can build some momentum easily off that over.
Goes over the top with that shot. Massive outside edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Edged it. No one there. It could be 4. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4. And finds the inside edge, well bowled. Yeah, they've gone up here. There's no debate about that one. What a catch.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
Edge, amazing delivery. Everyone's gone up. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Perfectly timed.
Pushed onto the front foot and presented the full face of the bat.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery? I wonder. Oh, that is a beauty. An in-swinging Yorker and the batter is gone.
Is that a game changer? A real pillar in the batting order has been removed early on.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Big edge.
Mistimed it completely. Did just enough to get it to the rope.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Finds the fielder with that shot. Edged, unplayable. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there.
Gả tía.
Smacks that away through the gap. Six runs added in that over. The Crowns are 33 for 2.
Well, it's been crisp, elegant, easy shot making so far. Plenty of runs and plenty more if they keep it up.
The right armour is coming on to bowl from the Paddington end. Can't get that outside the ring field. Flex that one simple as you like inside the ring. Great shot through the gap.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading. Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot. Can he come back with a dot ball?
प्रोजेक्टर पे ठीक है ट्राई करेंगे कल
4 runs added there. The Crowns are 37 for 2. This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. That's been smacked away. Fielders will not stop that one.
Well bowled, but that's another super shot. Onto the front foot, presented the full face of the bat and got it into the gap and all the way to the rope.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Sundar with a huge appeal. Perfect, right out of the middle and bludgeons that one to the boundary.
What a lovely shot, and it flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling.
Gill, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Oh, I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Doesn't beat the infield. End of the over, 10 off it. The Crowns are 47 for 2.
5 fielders are now able to be moved outside the circle.
Brilliant shot there.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. They've gone up here. Edge, but it drops safely. Couldn't get it through the field. Oh, huge appeal, but it could be sneaking down leg. That's a great shot. Pierce the gap between point and cover point. It's a fast outfield, so that'll be 4 more.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
Chance. Caught, and that's stuck. Super catch.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into fireworks as we would have hoped, but still solid work.
Before that wicket, the new batter comes charging out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Edged, what a ball. He's quick onto that in the infield. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though. Edge, amazing delivery. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Two runs coming from that over. The Crowns are 58 for 3. The Titans has gone up for something here. Umpire looks a bit confused as to what they're appealing for. A new bowler is coming into the attack. Brilliant diving stop.
Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Smacks that away through the gap.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. That is a beautiful front foot shot. No point in chasing that one.
Pandya has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. That's out. Caught. Oh, that's just outrageous.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you expect from someone of this quality.
Huge edge. That's a strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision? Pads away. Bowling fielders look really confident. Sundar from the Randwick end. Drilled that one away. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Everyone's gone up. Sundar over pitches and pays the price. Great shot by the batter. That could be 4.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Straight to the fielder. Sundar has finished off a tidy over there. Nothing to show for it, but will be well pleased nevertheless.
It's been a bit of a battle finding some big overs, but they worked the ball around nicely.
Edged it. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say? Massive outside edge. But it drops safely. The Titans with a massive shout. Phillips straight through them. Batter was late on that one.
A fluent innings undone by a decent delivery. A good wicket to get at a good time.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come into bat after the fall of a wicket. That's a confident appeal. Edged. Bold, stunning delivery.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
At number 8 for the Bangalore Crowns.
Cuts that off well in the infield. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. There'll be runs here. End of a really good over. Gets a wicket and really slowing down the scoring pace. The right arm fast bowler is coming into the attack from the Paddington end. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Edge, amazing delivery. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Got that away nicely. Perfectly timed. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover field.
बाकी अभी पहला इनिंग चल रहा है अभी आरसीबी का 6 विकेट गया है
Well, that was another good over. You can see the frustration growing on the batters.
Runs have been at a premium this middle portion of the match.
The right arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the Randwick end. The bowl and the slips have really gone up here. They like it. Edged. What a ball. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Yes.
Huge edge. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. That's gone. Couldn't ask for an easier catch.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now you need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
The right-handed batsman is coming in at number 9.
Edged it. Finds the fielder with that shot. Nearly gets the edge. Rabada with a great delivery there. Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. Edge, but it drops safely. The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming off it. Both sides need to inject some life into this match. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing, though. The batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Bowling fielders look really confident. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? That was a lovely punch down the ground. It's in the gap, and there should be a few on offer here, maybe 3. Settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Pads that away. The bowler looks really confident. Khan, the spinner, coming into the attack. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Misses everything. Can't get that outside the ring field. Swept away, but finds the fielder. Edged. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. 3 runs added in that over. The Crowns are 92 for 7. Phillips coming back into the attack. Everyone's gone up. Edged, what a ball. Oh, I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say? Big edge. Where's that going? Smacks that away through the gap. Phillips has finished off a tidy over there. Nothing to show for it, but will be well pleased nevertheless.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Perfectly timed.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Gill, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Bang! Bowled. Just stunning bowling.
The 8th wicket to fall. The opening batters out there in the field will probably be starting to prepare themselves for their own innings.
Is the new batsman for the Bangalore Crowns.
Doesn't beat the infield. The Titans with a massive shout. stretched, unplayable. Massive outside edge. And a brilliant take by the keeper. Gone. Fine catch.
Gill.
That's number 9 down. The bowling's been good so far. The 10th shouldn't be too long in coming, you'd think.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. We'll have to wait just a little bit longer to face their first ball, though. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions for this innings. Beats the field with a great shot.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary. Had a real flash at that one. Beautifully struck, too.
Was quick onto that in the infield.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
And that's the end of the innings. The Crowns have set a target of 114 runs. I think the openers are going to be pretty confident coming out to bat. It's a small total to chase down, and this should be comfortable. The bowlers are going to have to need a bit of luck. Couldn't get it through the field. Oh, that's a cracking shot. That's going to be 6. It's going way back into the crowd there.
Well, the shorter ball doesn't work here. Rode the bounce well and eased it over the top for 6 runs. 6 lost ball. How will the bowler reply?
Onto that early, that could be 4.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Great shot through the gap.
Got onto that so early. The cut shot in front of square teased the field all the way to the boundary.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. On that nicely, good defence. No, terrible shot. Really playing all their shots that over. Very expensive.
1 gone and an excellent start to this power play.
The right arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the Randwick end. Over the infield with a cracking shot.
A lovely shot off the back foot. The shorter ball having no joy and getting dispatched for 4 runs. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Nice solid defensive shot. Well, that's cut off nicely. 4 runs saved. smacks that away through the gap.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Gill has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Wow, that's missed the lot. Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries just to keep them guessing. End of the over, a very good one. 15 runs coming from it. The Titans are 31 for none.
Well, couldn't have asked for a better start to the power play and the run chase. Exactly what they needed.
Oh, boy, that's a maximum. I want to know how far that's gone. Came right off the meat of the bat.
Wow, power off the front foot, goes all the way.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Dug that out well. Timed through the vacant point position, racing to the boundary.
Didn't need to bother about running with timing like that.
I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come.
Oh, nice ball.
Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Ten runs added in that over. The Titans are 41 for none. Hazelwood from the Randwick end. Beats the cover fielder. Nice shot.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Oh, a little fall, and that's going to be 4 runs.
Just sheer power off the back foot. Don't need to worry about running.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. Oh, that's a great shot early on, wide of cover, and that'll give him a bit of confidence early on. May pull up short of the boundary though. Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Late cut, straight to the fielder. Needs to be on target. Brilliant diving stop. End of the over. 12 runs coming from it. The Titans are 53 for none.
4 overs down, and we're seeing a feverish appetite for boundaries from these batters. They're up above the run rate at the moment, looking very good.
Huge. That has flown.
Just textbook. Sees the ball go shorter and gets back fast to pull that shot away for the 6.
on that nicely good defence. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Nice solid defensive shot. That's a boundary save for sure. Swept away, but finds the fielder. End of the over. 8 off it. The Titans are 61 for none.
Well, the run rate is soaring at the moment. They're well ahead of the required rate. Sublime stuff.
Dar coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. Nice shot, but straight to gully. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Chance, gone. You're kidding. Keeper with the fast hands.
Well, that was an entertaining show of power batting. Really put the bowlers to the sword for a while there, but it's all come to an end.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball. Nearly gets the edge. Dar with a great delivery there.
Catchy. That was नहीं
Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Over the infield with a cracking shot. The end of another over. This time, though, more fielding changes are coming as the restrictions are lifted. Dale from the Paddington end. Oh, boy, that's a maximum. I want to know how far that's gone. Came right off the meat of the bat.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Dale shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Smacks that away through the gap. There's a chance if it hits. Dug that out well. Great shot through the gap.
Helped on its way, really. Pivoted onto the back foot and lofted it all the way.
That's the end of a very good over. Great pressure being placed on the batters here.
You wouldn't have thought the power play was over by the way the batters have kept going on with it. They're well above the required rate. That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Misses everything.
Hold it.
Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder? Late cut, straight to the fielder. Nice solid defensive shot. End of the over, 10 off it. The Titans are 88 for 1.
Kept the heat on throughout this innings so far. Really good batting. The next few overs could tell the tale of just how big this score will be.
On that nicely, good defence. Five defensive strokes this over. We could be heading towards a maiden over. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Trouble. That's another defensive stroke. With every block shot, the fielding side must be feeling more and more relaxed. Two runs coming from that over. The Titans are 90 for 1. Sharma coming into the attack from the Randwick end.